and talk about why you should treat your opt-in and your list like you would dating. This is kind of a cute little thing, I think, topic, considering that it is Valentine's Day. And if your main focus starting out is not building your list, then you are doing it completely wrong. You have to, before you can really even promote your one-on-one offering, you really need to be building that list and doing list building activities such as posting in the Facebook groups, which was a lesson in New Coach, New Clients, running your Facebook ads, posting your offering and your call to action on anything that you post on Instagram. You know, those are all list building activities. Making sure that you are offering really valuable content whenever you post in those Facebook groups. And also, you guys, you know, don't be afraid to reach out to people in private message. I mean, you definitely don't want to come off as salesy, but if you see somebody post something in a Facebook group or a question or they need help, you know, don't be afraid to reach out to them in private messaging and just kind of, you know, say, hey, I saw your post. I thought it would be better for me to kind of reach out to you one-on-one. You can do X, Y, and Z. Also, Facebook has a fantastic thing now where you can leave audio messages in the little messenger app, so take advantage of that. That's a great way to kind of, you know, touch base, let people kind of hear a real voice, so you do kind of get that more one-on-one connection. So how do you treat your opt-in and your list like you would dating? So first of all, you want to create an incredible first date, right? If you meet someone, you want to wow them, because just like in dating, the very first meeting and the very first perception that you project on someone, or really what they think about you right off the bat, is going to stay with them. It's going to be very, very hard to change someone's mind or opinion of you if you, on that very first meeting. Hold on, this thing says my storage is almost full. So what I mean by that is, so how do you create an incredible first date when you're list building? What that's going to be is your opt-in. And this is something that is the very first thing that I teach people how to do who work with me. We really jump in on opt-in creation and what you can do to wow your customers and make them want to get on your list. This is really going to set the stage for all the content that you give from here on out. So for example, we'll use this program, New Coach, New Clients program is an opt-in, right? I wanted the value, those to be very, very high. And I enjoy creating content, I enjoy creating videos, and I didn't want to just show up in people's inbox and let them, you know, watch videos and fill out the workbooks, but I really wanted it to be interactive, so that there kind of sets the stage for everything else that I create from here on out, right? So I want you to think about, what is it that you can create that, number one, you know that your clients want, and number two, that's going to wow them, and number three is going to be an incredible experience for them. It's going to be an incredible first date, an incredible meeting and encountering and really getting to know you. And you can do this a number of ways. If you're not comfortable with video, or you don't really know how to edit videos, you don't have to go all out and do that. But you can decide, that you're going to create your opt-in, and then you're going to have an opportunity for you yourself to get in front of your ideal client. So that could be inviting them to a private Facebook group and doing lives. If you wanted to start out doing audios instead of being on camera, that's perfectly fine too. But you need to do something or create something that is going to allow you to get in front of these people on a little bit more intimate level, besides just sending out a PDF and then maybe they hear from you whenever your newsletter is sent out. So with that, you also want to keep in contact. What is the dating rule? Wait 4 days after the first date? You don't want to do that. You definitely want to make sure that you are sequencing out your opt-in so that they are, and depending on who you use for your CRM or your newsletter system, you can do this multiple ways. You can do it where the first email goes out when they sign up, and then the next one goes out upon a trigger. So the second email is only sent out if they open the first one, and then so on and so forth. Or you can just schedule them to where they send out automatically on a specific day. But you don't want to have these people sign up for something and then they never hear from you again. In the very beginning, especially during the opt-in phase and going through that funnel, you want to be in contact with them, at least 3 to 4 times. So I recommend breaking out your opt-in into 3 or 4 parts, 5 or 6 or 7, depending on how long you want it to be. No minimum than 3. So really break that out and give them valuable content in minimum of 3 separate emails, or ways that they can log on and get the information that you're giving them. And this just makes them kind of build that relationship a little bit more. It gives them something to look forward to in a sequence. If they've opted into this, it's something that they really, really want. So you just want to make sure that you are keeping in contact. Beyond that, once they get through your sales funnel and through the whole opt-in funnel, and then you kind of start promoting your paid offer. From there, you want to make sure that you are sending out weekly newsletters. And if you are promoting something, the rule of thumb is that you do 2 sales emails a week plus a newsletter. And again, that is if you're running a program, if you're trying to fill up slots in your one-on-one coaching, pick how long you're going to run that marketing for, and then do 2 sales emails and a newsletter a week. Also, you want to, let's put it this way. Don't propose marriage without getting to know each other. So you don't want to have someone sign up for a $3,000 program if they don't really know who you are. You need to really get to know the people that are on your list, get to know kind of how they interact. And you can do this all with the statistics that are built in behind the scenes of the platforms that you use. It tells you when they open the emails. It tells you how many times they opened it, when they clicked. And so if you can kind of get to see what that information says. So for example, if I log into the back end and I see that someone has clicked on my message that I just sent out to them, my newsletter, and they've opened it 5 times, that tells me that they probably got the email and opened it but didn't take the time to read it, and then they went back and read it, and then they probably went back again to kind of click on the links and stuff to send them to different things. So they're really engaging in it. Also, take a look at the people that are responding to your messages, the people that are hanging out in your Facebook group. You really want to build that strong bond. Like, you wouldn't propose to someone or have someone propose to you if you didn't know them first, right? I mean, there are those strange occurrences where people, do elope after, the first meeting, but I think that's pretty rare. So you do, again, don't propose marriage without getting to know each other. So you can't expect for someone to sign up for your program without having seen you a few times, without having seen your face or heard your voice or become a part of your group. And that's really the whole point of this, you guys. Like, I really want for you to create a group and a tribe that loves and hangs on to your every word. And that's going to be very easily done with the content that you give and how you show up. And you also want to think about how long it takes for a prospect to buy. It could take anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks, so about a month, all the way to up to 6 months before someone decides that they're actually ready to buy. So you do have to have a little bit of patience, which is why I say if your main focus when you're just starting out is not building your list above and beyond ever promoting anything, above and beyond ever, hi JC, I see your hearts, above and beyond promoting anything, or above and beyond giving your paid content, you have to build your list. And then the last tip that I want to give you is to give free gifts and tokens of love. So what that means is don't constantly be showing up for your people and making them, only have your newsletters and only selling to them whenever you're running a program. You want to give out free content too. So this could be in the form of workbooks or schedules or checklists or something that they can use in their day-to-day life that's going to help support them in whatever it is that your paid content is. It doesn't necessarily have to be anything massive. I actually saw one today that was, I think it was a social media calendar. It was really small, and it was literally like what you can do every single day to start growing your social media following. It was super simple. It wasn't anything big. It wasn't even a full workbook. I think it was just like a one-sheet thing, and it was just a little freebie to pass out to their clients or email them and have them download it. So again, it goes back to delighting and really inspiring the people that are following you. So it may seem like, oh God, this is a lot of work and it's a lot of effort, but I promise you the people that are following you are going to love it. They're going to want it, and it's all about delighting your engagement and your followers. So those are my tips on why you need to be looking at your list like you would dating. You wouldn't never rush into anything. You keep in contact. You really kind of woo them, and it's the same thing with your email list. So I hope that helps.